Hi, welcome to hell. My name is Koundie, and I will be assisting you today. First, I need to get some general information to check you in, okay? Perfect. So, I will need your name, first and last. Alright, perfect. And then they gave you a number at the door. Do you still have that number? I will need that to check you in as well. Okay, so 00342110. An even number. Lucky. Alright, so the next question, I do need your pant size. Alright, and then the country of origin. Okay, the United States. Perfect. Alright, and then the religion. Okay. Wonderful. And then I do need to ask, will you be staying with us full time, or are you going to be part time here? Okay, if you are unsure, that means that you will be staying full time, but we do offer consultations, and I can help set up an appointment with you after we are done with our interview here today. But I just needed that information to help look you up in the system, and then I can tell you a little bit more information, okay? Great. So I will write consult on your form here, and I'll get that put in. Perfect. So let me look you up in our system. Okay. Great. It looks like, yes, you will be full-time as I had mentioned, but it looks like you may be eligible for part-time status in the future. So that's great. Good for you. So, as a reminder, I do want to let you know, you might not have been told this yet, that, after a while, this place is very big and weird at first. I realize that, but it does get to feel a little more like home. So I hope that if you're nervous at all in this interview process, just know that will go away, and you'll kind of get into a routine of things here. But I do also want to let you know that unfortunately there are no dogs or cats here. But being that you may be eligible for part-time status in the future, they do have special occasions in Purgatory where you would be also part-time at that point for you to visit with animals. So just something to look forward to. I know a lot of people ask about that, so I like to tell people right away that no, there are no dogs or cats. They do not come here, but that is something that you could look at for the future. So let me see here. It looks like April 12th was your death day, and so you may want to keep that in the back of your mind, because a lot of people, they like to celebrate that here. That is something that, quite like your birthday you might have had back home. It's a similar type of situation here. So just keep that in the back of your mind. It'll come up later, and you may receive yearly raises or assignment changes based on your death day. So just keep that in mind. You will have access to calendars when you get roomed. Perfect. Alright, so I do have a couple more questions, and these will mostly pertain to your room and assignment that we will be giving you after this. So please think carefully about the questions I'm about to ask you, and it will be automatically recorded for almost all of them. Some of them I may need to add in a little change, but other than that, just be prepared and think carefully before you answer the question, because anything you say will be counted as part of the question until you let me know you would like to continue. Okay? So, if you'd like to take a break, we do have a water fountain over there. It is warm water, just so you are aware. But then you can come back and we can start with the next round of your interview. So please let me know when you're ready and we will continue. Hi, welcome. Looks like you're ready for the next part of our interview. Great. Alright, so I don't need you to write anything down, but if you would like, there is a notebook right beside you and a pen. I am the only one allowed to have pencils here because erasers are kind of a commodity here. So if you would like, there's a pen and paper for you to write down thoughts before you speak them if you wish. Alright, so now that you are ready, the first question is pretty easy and it'll kind of go up in difficulty as we continue, okay? Great. So, the first question I have for you is, what is your favorite food? Okay, great. I'll just add that. Alright, the next question I have for you is, what do you think of garden gnomes? I see by your expression a lot of people are very confused, but please do not speak until you are ready to answer, and you can make your answer as long or as short as you prefer. Let me know when you are ready. Great. Alright. So the next question, are you a hunter or a gatherer? Okay, and then we just need the why on that answer as well. Perfect. That's a totally reasonable answer. Okay, so the next answer, the next question, this is going to be a little bit different, so I don't want you to be alarmed, but I do want you to remind you again, there is the pen and paper should you need it. The next question is, describe to me what your design for a spice rack would be for a blind person. Perfect. Go ahead, you may write down as much as you like, and I will wait for your response. You're done. Great. Okay. So please explain your design to me. Okay, and just so you are aware, we do use meters here. I know you're from the US, Yes, and so you like to use feet, but we do use meters here, so please change any of your responses to meters. Thank you. Perfect. Okay. So my next question will be something more personal. I would like you to describe to me the last time you experienced nostalgia. Okay, and what was the video about? How nice. Okay, so we do have just a couple more questions left, so bear with me. I know this has been a little bit of a roller coaster for you. Okay, so when is the last time you can remember feeling totally at peace? Okay. All right. Answer the next question. What is the most ticklish spot on your body? Only 2 more questions. What is the most memorable book you have ever read? Okay. What makes you lose track of time? Perfect. Your answers have all been recorded, so thank you so much for your cooperation. Really makes this process go by a lot faster, so I do appreciate that. So, all right. So those answers are all very workable, so good choices. Now that we have completed the interview portion, let me see here. So this information is going to go into our system, and it just takes a few moments, and it will give some assignments and rooms that you're eligible for, and then I can help you choose those, and then we can go from there. Okay, so this will just take a few moments. It is still running through the system. So before, while we wait for this, do you have any specific questions for me? Yes, so as I mentioned, the full-time versus part-time, that is a very common question. So full-time means that you are going to be staying all of your stay here for a length of time. Part-time basically means that you'll be part-time here in hell and part-time in purgatory, and then you may eventually get moved up to full-time in purgatory, or you may be demoted back to full-time here in hell. It really depends on the assignments and the rooms, basically your behavior and diligence. There's lots of different ways of us tracking you here. I don't want to alarm you, but some people can only be here as fast as 5 years. Some people are here for upwards of 100 years, and that is very unfortunate, but I have seen people come through here and be part-time purgatory status in 2 years, so that's very fast, and it's very doable. It's just, it really depends on the attitude you have. So I'd recommend just staying in good spirits, keeping yourself positive, that is very important, because, it does, there's a bit of a red glow down here, so it can seem gloomy. You're not seeing the natural sunlight like you were used to when you were alive, but it is something you do get used to, and, it just takes a little time, I think. So, sure, yeah. In your room, you'll find most rooms, they have a bed and a small writing desk, and then an empty bookshelf. And there is underneath the bed, there will be uniforms for you to wear. So while you're here, unless you get into a certain few of assignments like I have a selection of outfits to wear. So I can choose to wear a cardigan or no cardigan, and, jeans or work pants, depending on the day. I do get a selection, but most people get one outfit for their assignment, and then you kind of work from there. Yes, I am full-time here, but that is something that I have dedicated myself to, and it is a choice to go part-time to purgatory if you wish, but I've been here a long time, and it's something I do like to help people with, because I understand this is a very different time, a time of transition for people, and I like to be one of the first faces they see to help them into this transition more smoothly. Perfect, it looks like you're done. All right. Okay, it looks like you have 2 choices for assignments and 3 choices for rooms. That's great. That's actually pretty high, so those are really good choices for you. All right, so let's start with the room situation. So you can choose a room with, looks like you have Eleanor. She is an older lady. Her assignment currently is weeding gardens. Let's see here. There's also Jonathan. He is a younger man. Let's see. His assignment, he draws lines for crosswalks with a paintbrush. So that is, that's a pretty average assignment. So, can't go wrong with that. The last option is Yennefer. Let's see here. So Yennefer, she teaches people how to do basic functions. So tying your shoes or washing dishes. She has classes. With that, now that has come up, classes, there are going to be some mandatory classes for you to take. They will all be things you already know how to do, and you will have to sit through 1 to 5 hours of certain classes to relearn basic functions like washing dishes. So just a heads up, those are assigned at random mostly. So but that would be something good you could talk to Yennefer about if you wish to room with her. Because you will probably be assigned one in the future, more than likely. I think everyone gets at least one. So let's see here. So you've got Eleanor, Jonathan, or Yennefer. What is your preference? Eleanor. Okay, great. That's great. So her last roommate finished their time here, and so they moved onto full-time purgatory, which is great. So she is a bit lonely, so that'll be a great fit. Thank you. Okay, so that room is located on 234B Railroad Street. After this, I will have someone arrange to escort you to your room. Now let's look at your assignment. Okay, you have 2 choices for assignment. So let's see, you can be a light bulb changer, and that's for the yellow district. So that would be across the Blood River from your room that you chose. Or you can sort tangled wires across town, so that would be in the turquoise district. It's a little bit further of a walk for you, but it is quite a nice view. You would go across the statue park on your way, so that might be nice. Kind of depends on what you prefer, but you would have to wake up earlier, so it's kind of a give some, take some kind of a thing. So what would you like to do? So either light bulb changing or wire detangling. Okay, detangling. Perfect. Let me just select that for you. Okay, so I will get that set up for you in our system. And I have Gertrude here behind me. She will escort you out, and then you'll be taken to your quarters. Eleanor is probably working at this time. Yeah, she's probably working, but you have a chance to meet her later when she comes off of her assignment. All right, have a wonderful stay. Bye.